So ever since I was younger, I like to take apart things and just mess around with toys and see how they worked. And the more I do that, the more I realized I want to go into engineering, and studying different inventors made me more curious into engineering, and that's how I ended up joining the robotics club my sophomore year.
Yeah, I've always loved math and science, and so freshman year I didn't know which club I wanted to join, and so a few of my friends and I came down to the robotics room one day in January, and ever since then we've been hooked, and we've all been on the same team since freshman year, which has been really awesome because we've all built amazing friendships. Yeah, so I'm the president of the club. I've been president junior and senior year. So being president not only allows me to lead the club, but also I'm able to mentor and inspire other students who are underclassmen and help them get into robotics and possibly in a future in engineering or the science and technology field.
And I'm vice president of the club, and I became officer because I was dedicated, and the more I did robotics, the more I realized I wanted to help other people and teach them what I learned.
Yeah, we compete in the VEX Robotics competition, which is a robotics platform for middle school, high school, and college students. And so the task is to build an 18 by 18 by 18 inch robot that is paired with another robot for each match, and it competes against two others. So it's 2 against 2 on a 12-foot by 12-foot field. And every year the game changes, which is really awesome. So every year we have to rebuild and redesign for the new game, which is really beneficial because we learn different tasks and different skills every year.
When I went to my first competition, it was just a bunch of kids scattered around in this little cafeteria in a high school, and they were working on robots while games were going on. The game was to score 20-sided balls into these cylinders, and just seeing that go on was crazy, seeing how different teams attempted different strategies and just all these different designs, and everyone was friendly. So I always knew since I was younger that I wanted to go into some form of engineering, and robotics just solidified that I wanted to go into electrical engineering. So just seeing how the electrical components of the robot work made me more interested, and although I still like the mechanic aspect of it, it just solidified my opinion.
Yeah, because of robotics, I'll be majoring in mechanical engineering, and as well as many other students in the robotics club will be going to STEM fields in college. The Robotics Club at East is the only club that focuses on all the STEM aspects, and so for anyone who loves math, science, engineering, technology, it's really great to get into Robotics Club because you're able to learn a lot while only building a couple of days a week, and you can learn skills that aren't taught in any of the classes at East.
So for robotics, as much as people want to think they could do it themselves, you really do need a team. And people get dedicated tasks, and everyone helps each other with everything. So for example, I wire the robot, but I can't wire the robot without him helping me build it, or someone doing the engineering notebook, and we all work together as a team.
Yeah, so at East we have 60 to 70 members, and we have and from year to year 10 to 12 teams. And so what's great is that there's about 6 to 8 students per team, so everyone has a big role on the team because there's so many different tasks in the robotic club and for the competition. So everyone has a major role and everyone relies on each other, so it builds great teamwork and great friendships. I would say, especially for our team, that we've been the first team to make it to the World Championships all 4 years at East, and so really we've been very successful. So I would say winning, and especially the last competition, the last state competition where we qualified our 4th year in a row, it was really happy. We were all excited, but it's also sad because now that robotics is over, it was a big part of the last 4 years at East that we're going to miss.
I would have to say that the last World Championship was my fondest memory because it was the most enjoyable experience. We went there to have fun, not really worry about competing, and it just made it all together, being able to hang out with all friends and just realizing that it was the last competition, and it felt like the end of high school also.
Yeah, I definitely think that we left a legacy on the club and East. So being able to not only make it to the World Championships all 4 years, but also all the other teams and students that we've inspired and mentored really will leave a huge legacy and impact on the club for years to come. And we're definitely, since we're both going to Rowan University, we're going to be sure to come back and mentor the underclassmen.
Just keep focusing on your ideas and don't build last minute.
Yeah, and in the beginning of the season, it might seem really tough and boring, but stick with it because it's really going to help your future whether you realize it or not.